Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the numerical based on the factors affecting on load curve and load duration curve part 2. These numericals are belongs to unit number 2, different load curves and load factors. I am Professor Yashpal Khedkar. Welcome you in this second part of the numericals. Let us start. A generating station has following daily load cycle. So here time in hours and load in megawatt it has been provided. Time in hours is 0 to 6, load 40 megawatt. Time in hours 6 to 10, load is 50 megawatt. 10 to 12, load is 60 megawatt. 12 to 16, load is 50 megawatt. 16 to 20, load is 70 megawatt. 20 to 24, load is 40 megawatt. Draw the load curve and find maximum demand, units generated per day, average load and load factor. Friends, such kind of the problem may be asked for 5 marks or 6 marks. First of all, we will have to concentrate on drawing of the load curve. On x-axis, we will take time in hours and we will keep interval of 2 hours between each unit. And on y-axis, we will take the load in a megawatt, and here the interval of the 10 units each we will keep in between. So 0 to 24 in the 12 columns and 0 to 90 in almost 9 rows we have drawn over here, and we will plot the load curve here. First of all, we will take 40 megawatt for 6 hours, then the line will raise by 10 megawatt, then there will be flat line, horizontal line which indicate 50 megawatt for 4 hours, then line will raise once again for 2 hours, it will be 60 megawatt, then line will go down and it will reach towards 50 megawatt once again for 4 hours, then this line will increase, line will extend by the 2 units and it will reach to the 70 megawatt. Then after that it will once again drop up to 40 megawatt and it will be constant for remaining 4 hours. Our load curve is completed. Now we want to find out the maximum demand. Here we need not to put any formula to calculate the maximum demand. We will have to just take a look of either this table or this graph. From this table it is clear that 70 megawatt is the maximum demand over here, which can be reflected in this load curve. So here in the load curve 70 megawatt is the maximum load. Now they have asked us to calculate the units generated per day. So units generated per day can be calculated by using the simple theory of the load curve. We need to calculate the area under the load curve, and here we have taken multiplying factor 10 raised to 3 because the load is mentioned in the megawatt, and while calculation of the units we need to convert it into kilowatt hours. So that's why to convert megawatt into kilowatt we have taken the multiplication factor 10 raised to 3. So one by one we will take the area under load curve into consideration. So this 40 multiplied by 6 plus 50 multiplied by 4 plus 60 multiplied by 2 plus 50 multiplied by 4 plus 70 multiplied by 4 plus 40 multiplied by 4. In this way the total units generated will be 10 into 10 raised to 5 kilowatt hour. Now the question may raise that from where that 40 into 6 plus 50 into 4 has come into existence. So to calculate these particular things we need to refer the load curve which we have drawn or which we have presented in previous slide. So here we can see that the 40 megawatt load multiplied by this 6 hours, then the 50 megawatt load for 6 to 10 means for 4 hours, then 60 megawatt load for 2 hours, then once again 50 megawatt load for 4 hours, then 70 megawatt load for 4 hours, 16 to 20, and once again 40 megawatt load for from 20 to 24. So from this load curve we have calculated the units generated, because the area under the load curve always presenting the units generated. Now average load will be calculated by the simple formula units generated per day divided by 24 hours. Units generated are 12 into 10 raised to 5 divided by 24 will give 50,000 kilowatt average load. Now while calculation of the load factor, we will have to take this 50,000 kilowatt load into consideration, and we will have to divide it with the maximum demand. So if you will take a look, you will come to know that maximum demand is given 60 megawatt and average load is in kilowatt. So either we will have to put the average load in a megawatt, or we will have to bring the maximum demand into kilowatt. So here we have brought the maximum demand into kilowatt. So in maximum demand 70 into 10 raised to 3 we have taken, and the load factor calculated is 0.714. It means 71.4%. In this way, in this problem, we have drawn the load curve, we have calculated the maximum demand by simple observation, then units generated per day we have calculated by taking area under the load curve, we have calculated average load and load factor by simple formula. If you will consider that for each parameter we will have to get the 1 mark, then in this problem they have asked 5 parameters to calculate. So this problem may have weightage of 5 marks. Let us move towards next problem. A power station has to meet following demands: Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D. Group A 200 kilowatt between 8 am to 6 pm. Group B 100 kilowatt between 6 am to 10 am. Group C 50 kilowatt between 6 am to 10 am, and Group D 100 kilowatt between 10 am and 6 pm, and then between 6 pm and 6 am. Plot the daily load curve and determine diversity factor, units generated per day, and load factor. So first of all, this all given information we will have to put in a tabulated form to draw the load curve. As all 4 groups are different and different load is acting at the different time span, but we can observe some time span is a same or the common in all 4. So first of all we will have to tabulate all the values. The times in hours is mentioned over here, and the groups are mentioned in this straight column, first column. So 0 to 6 hours we will take into consideration, then 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 18 hours, and 18 to 24 hours. This 0, it means 12 at midnight, and this 24 is nothing but after completion of 1 day, means after completion of 24 hours, means this is the time 12 midnight of the next day. And during that 1 day in 24 hours, what is the distribution of load is there, it is presented in this table. So group A 200 kilowatt load is there in between 8 to 10 and 10 to 18, means almost for 8 hours. Then 100 kilowatt load is consumed by group B between 6 to 10 and 8 to 10, means for 4 hours. Group C is consuming 50 kilowatt for once again 6 to 8 and 8 to 10 hours, means almost for 4 hours. And group D, it is consuming 100 kilowatt from 0 to 6, means for 6 hours, then 10 to 18 means 18 hours, and once again this 6 to 24 means 6 hours. So this 6 plus 18 plus 6 means almost 20 hours 100 kilowatt load is acting on that power plant or power system. We are going to take its addition, so we will get total load on the power station. For 0 to 6 hours load is 100 kilowatt, 6 to 8 hours load is 150 kilowatt, 8 to 10 hours load is 350 kilowatt, 10 to 18 load is 300 kilowatt, and 18 to 24 load is 100 kilowatt. In this way we have simplified the given data with the help of this tabulated form. Here we have plot this graph with the given information. So 100 kilowatt for 0 to 4 hours, then 150 kilowatt for 4 to 8 hours, then 350 kilowatt for 8 to 10 hours, then once again 300 kilowatt for from 10 to 18 hours, then once again the 100 kilowatt for 8 into 24 hours. So in this way load curve is with us. Maximum demand we can calculate simply by the observation, and that maximum demand is 350 kilowatt. Sum of the individual maximum demand will be 200 plus 100 plus 50 plus 100. So sum of individual maximum demand of the groups we will calculate by referring the previous table. So in this table the individual maximum demand we can observe through this data. So individual maximum demand of group A is 200, 100, 50 and 100. So this will be the maximum demand. Now we will take that all demand into consideration and we will calculate the value 200, 100, 50 and 100. 450 will be sum of individual maximum demand. Now we want to calculate the diversity factor. Diversity factor can be calculated from the formula sum of individual maximum load divided by maximum demand on the station. Individual maximum load we have calculated over here, and that will be 450 divided by 350 is 1.286 is the diversity factor. Then units generated per day. To calculate units generated per day we will have to refer this previous figure, load curve, and area under the load curve we need to calculate. Here you can see we have not taken 10 raised to 3 as a multiplying factor because load is provided in the kilowatt. So there we need not to convert it from the megawatt to kilowatt because load itself mentioned in the kilowatt. So area under the load curve means 100 multiplied by this 6 plus 150 multiplied by 2 plus this 350 multiplied by 2 plus 300 multiplied by 8 and 100 multiplied by 6. So total 4600 kilowatt hour units are generated, and that we have calculated from the simply load curve. Now average load will be units generated divided by number of hours in a day. Units generated are 4600 divided by 24 will be 191.7 kilowatt, and load factor will be this particular average load divided by the maximum demand. Average load is 191.7 divided by maximum demand 350 multiplied by 100 is a multiplication factor to convert it into percentage. So 54.8 is the load factor of the problem. So here process is same, only the additional thing is sum of individual maximum demand of the groups, and the information given we have put in the tabulated form. So except that two things, remaining all things and calculations are same and simple as mentioned in the previous example. We will have to definitely practice such kind of the example, and we will have to keep practicing to draw the load curve. Then and then only we can get mastery over such kind of the problem. Now we will move towards next problem. So in this next problem, once again different table is observed in front of us. So here time span is given in a first column, and this consumer 1, consumer 2 and consumer 3 they have provided in remaining 3 columns. From 10 midnight to 8 am there is a no load consumed by consumer 1 and consumer 2, consumer 3. In between 8 am and 2 pm consumer 1 is consuming 600 watt, and consumer 3 is getting 200 watt. 2 pm to 4 pm 200 watt, 1000 watt and 1200 watt will be consumed by consumer number 1, 2 and 3 respectively. In between 4 pm to 10 pm 800 watt are consumed by consumer 1, and during that time there is a no load at consumer 2 and consumer 3. 10 pm to the midnight, consumer 1 is not consuming any load, but 200 watts load consumed by consumer 2 and 3 both. Now we will have to plot the load curve and we will have to find the maximum demand, then demand of individual consumer, maximum demand of individual consumer, load factor of individual consumer, diversity factor and load factor of the station. First of all, we will have to calculate the total load in the fourth column. So here 12 midnight to 8, the total curve load will be 200 watt. We will have to write over here. 8 am to 2 pm 600 plus 200 800 watt. 2 pm to 4 pm 200 plus 1000 plus 1200 will be 2400 watt. 4 pm to 10 pm 800 watt, no load means 800 watt will be consumed in between 4 pm to 10 pm, and 10 pm to midnight there will be no load at consumer 1, but consumer 2 and consumer 3 they are going to get 200 watt individually, so that will be the 400 watt. So here the last table will be of 200 watt, 800 watt, 2400 watt, 800 watt and 400 watt, and that particular data is for this time slot or time factor. So we will draw it with the help of the load curve. So 0 to 8 means 12 midnight to 8 am, for the 12 hours 200 watt will be the load. Then from 8 to 2 pm means for 6 hours 600 plus 200 800 watt is energy consumed. Then for 2 pm to 4 pm means for the slot of 2 hours energy consumed will be 2400 watt, and it will be the addition of 200 watt, 1000 watt as well as 1200 watt. Then in between 4 pm to 10 pm means almost 6 hours energy consumed will be 800 watt by consumer number 1, and 10 pm to midnight energy consumed is once again 400 watt because consumer 2 is consuming 200 watt and consumer 3 is consuming 200 watt, so it will be 400 watt. In this way the load curve we have drawn. Then first thing they have asked us maximum demand of individual consumer. So consumer number 1 is consuming maximum demand 800 watt. Consumer number 2 is consuming maximum demand of 1000 watt, and consumer 3 is consuming maximum demand of 1200 watt. So the maximum demand consumed by the consumer number 1, 2 and 3 respectively we will take aside, and we will try to calculate maximum demand of individual consumer. So by simple observation we can write the maximum demand of consumer 1 800 watt, the maximum demand of consumer 2 1000 watt and maximum demand of consumer 3 1200 watt. Then load factor for consumer number 1 is nothing but energy consumed in a day divided by maximum demand multiplied by hours in a day. Keep in mind, here they have taken direct calculation to calculate the load factor. You can calculate in different way also. So here you can calculate first of all average load, and then you can calculate the load factor by dividing the average load by maximum demand. Instead of doing that, they have tried to get the answer in one step only. Here energy consumed per day divided by hours in a day will give you average load, and that average load, when you are going to divide with the maximum demand, you will get the load factor. Directly they have calculated over here. 600 into 6 plus 200 into 10, 2 plus 800 into 6 divided by this 800 is maximum demand multiplied by 24 is hours, will get the load factor 45.8. Similarly, we have followed the same process. 200 watt multiplied by 8 hours plus 1000 watt into 2 hours plus 200 watt into 2 hours divided by 1000 into 24. 1000 is the maximum demand of the consumer number 2 and 24 hours. So, that load factor will be 16.7. And for consumer number 3, 200 watt for 6 hours, 1200 watts for 2 hours and 200 watts for 2 hours divided by 1200 is the maximum demand and 24 hours, we will get 13.8% of the load factor. The simultaneous maximum demand on the station will be 200 plus 1000 plus 1200 will be 2400 watt, and it occurs from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. We can see it in our load curve, that simultaneous maximum demand we are getting over here. We can calculate here 200 watt plus 1000 watt plus 1200, 2400 watt in between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is the simultaneous maximum demand. Now, in the third part, we will calculate the station load factor. In the station load factor, we will have to calculate total energy consumed in a day divided by simultaneous maximum demand multiplied by 24. So, total energy consumed in a day means energy consumed by consumer 1 plus energy consumed by consumer 2 plus energy consumed by consumer 3 divided by 2400 is the simultaneous maximum demand of the plant multiplied by 24. It will give value 29.1%. So, this is the answers provided, calculated by referring the load curve in the problem. The last example is provided over here, and this example is very much simple, but only the thing is here load curve and load duration curve, both the curves are coming into existence. So, power station has following daily load cycle, time in hours is provided and load in megawatt is provided. 6 to 8 hours 20 megawatt, 8 to 12 hours 40 megawatt, 12 to 16 hours 60 megawatt, 16 to 20 hours 20 megawatt, 20 to 24 hours 50 megawatt and 24 to 6 once again 20 megawatt. So, these values are tabulated. So, with the help of this we can draw the curve. First of all, this 0 to 8 hours means this 24 0 means 6 to this first 8 hours the load will be 20 megawatt. So, we can see over here the load is of 20 megawatt, then from 8 to 12 it is 40. Here we can see 8 to 12 it is reaching towards 40, then 12 to 16 once again it is 40. So, 12 to 16 hours it is it is 60. So, it will reach towards 60 and then it will drop between 16 to 20 hours and it will reach towards once again 20. From 20 it will raise to 50 megawatt and the duration is for 4 hours 20 to 24, and once again from 24 to 6 it is 20, means for almost 6 hours starting of the day, plus 6 to 8 2 hours, means 6 plus 2 8 hours, it is 20 megawatt. In this way we have drawn the load curve. Now we will have to draw the load duration curve, and load duration curve is nothing but the load curve in the descending magnitudes. So first of all we will take highest one. Highest one is the 60 for 12 to 16, means almost for 4 hours. So for first 4 hours it will be 60. Then next after 60 it is 50, and it is for once again 20 to 24, means 4 hours. So 4 to 8 for 4 hours it is 50. Then after 50 it will reach towards 40, and the 40 megawatt load is consumed for 8 to 12, means 4 hours once again. So here for 4 hours the load will be 40 megawatt. Then the load will be 20 hours for almost 12 hours. So we can see 16 to 20 means 4 hours, 24 to 6 means 6 hours, total 10 hours are here, and 6 to 8 means 2 hours, 20 megawatt. So in this way this 2 plus this 6 plus 4 plus this 6, total for the duration of 12 hours the load will be 20 megawatt. So we have drawn it 60, 50, 40 and 20, means in descending order we have drawn this particular load duration curve. Now units generated per day. Units generated will be calculated by referring the load duration curve. Now here load is provided in megawatt, that is why we have taken 10 raised to 3 as a multiplication factor, which will convert the load in a megawatt into kilowatt. So first of all the load of 20 into 8 plus 40 into 4 plus 60 into 4 plus 20 into 4 plus this 50 into 4, it will give the units generated will be 840 into 10 raised to 3 kilowatt hour. If you will refer the load duration curve also, then also the magnitude of units generated per day will be same, 60 multiplied by 4, 50 multiplied by 4 plus 40 multiplied by 4 plus 20 multiplied by 12. So almost it will give the same magnitude, 840 into 10 raised to 3 kilowatt hour. So friends, in this way we have completed the problems related with the load curve and load duration curve. For any doubts, you please feel free to ask the question or the doubts to me. Thank you very much. All the best and have a nice day ahead.